Welcome, everyone. Sorry that I'm a little bit late. Just had to go do some things right quick in this little muggy 60-degree weather here in Charlotte. Even though it's raining, people can't drive worth shit. This your boy, Coach Ricks, here on Coach's Talk. And before we get started, please hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, ring the bell so you won't miss any content that I got going forward. Again, I apologize for being late. Just wanted to make sure everything was straight before I came on for this emergency podcast. We're gonna bring in my boy Mike the Legend. What's going on, Legend?
What's going on, Coach?
Oh, not much, man. Not much, man. I got you on this is emergency podcast just to try to address some of the bleeding that we got going on. I think a lot of people are panicking. We saw that Farouk went into the portal, but these are things that we knew was gonna happen. But we just wanted everybody to say, "Hey, man, calm down a little bit. We got to get down to 105." Uh, I think we're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah, and
see. Go ahead.
Stevie G just put out we're at 111 rosters.
Yeah.
Steve G just said we're at 111 roster spots if my quick math is correct.
Well, I mean, that doesn't have to do, that don't go into effect until the end of the bowl season. It has to be addressed for next season. But um, it's proactive that they're doing it now. Um, I'm not gonna lie,
Mhm.
I was kind of shocked to see Farouk in there. I thought that he would at least play in the bowl game to show uh, any other team that's interested in him what he can do, and that the foot is okay. But hey, I don't knock no one that's trying to go out right now, man, and do what's best for them. I'm cool with that. I just think that we as a fan base, man, I will listen to Parker Thune and them all, man, and on the KREF radio station, man, and us fans, we're out of fucking control.
We
We're
are
we're 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 out of control, man. I
bad.
get it. I get it, man, that you're a diehard OU fan, man, but some of the asinine shit that y'all be saying don't make no sense. And I think that you just think that everything has to be tablespoon fed to you, I guess, in a way to
Right.
where you can understand it. But this some of the things y'all be saying, man, and you wonder why people don't want to come here, but then you want us to go out there and get the top name players. Why would they when y'all act the way y'all act?
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Steve G. Me and him was private messaging in the Discord a while ago. We've offered a guy named Reginald Virgil. He's out of Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, I know him.
He's 6'4", 200 pounds, and his 2024 regular season stats are 41 receptions, 816 yards for 9 tutties, averaging 19.9, 20 yards, averaging 20 yards.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
man. There's a lot more offers that have been offered, man. But
oh, yeah.
I mean, we just got to calm down, man. I think that
Yeah.
we are our own worst enemy right now. The
Yes,
shit
we
that
are,
we be
Coach.
saying on Twitter and everything, man. And like I said, as a parent for a child who plays in school, in colleges and everything, man, I tell my daughters to to turn it off because it can be cancerous, man. It can be something, man, that
Yeah.
make you not give everything that you have in the tank because you're thinking about what somebody in the stands may be saying or thinking about you. So, hey, man, you gotta learn to tune that shit out. And it's sad that we are that type of fan base to where we will say what we want to say about a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid.
Exactly.
So, but
Exactly.
yes, David Whitehead. Hey, man, that name sounds so familiar.
It's
Hey,
going to be all good, Sooner Nation. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. I mean, now with
hold on, David Whitehead. Where you from? Uh, put down where you from. I think I might know you, man. I'm just going by off old memories, but I think me and you might be related if you who I think you are. Just let me know where you're from. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
but
legend. I'm sorry.
we just need to chill out. Let it happen as it happens. And I trust EJ Emmett Jones will go out and get us quality receivers, and basically what it's like we've been saying, we got to whittle this roster down to 105.
Look,
And
I'm gonna help you out, legend. I'm gonna
okay,
I'm gonna bring everybody back down to earth on one little statement.
yeah,
What was the one what was the one thing that Levy liked as a receiver?
um,
Tall, lanky receiver.
tall, lanky, uh, twitchy,
Yeah.
and good route runners.
Now, we don't know what Arbuckle might like.
Yeah,
So he might come in and he's been assessing and say, hey, I like this type of receiver.
mm-hmm.
And maybe just because we got 5-star and we got 4-star and we got the best of the best, it might not be what works for him and his system.
Exactly. I mean, we're going to have to let Arbuckle get in here and get his chance. Like you said, Coach, these receivers might not be what Arbuckle wants. He might have a different idea of a receiver he wants. You
Yeah.
know, so what Oklahoma fans do, it was brought up in the chat. What they need to do is they need to stay the hell off of Twitter and until this portal closes.
What part of Oklahoma, David? What part of Oklahoma? All right. Well, I mean, I'm cool with that. Everybody that has entered that everybody, but just because you enter don't mean that you leave.
Exactly.
There's people that have entered that have come back. So let's just be careful what we be talking about. I mean about these kids and everything, man, because now we're down to number straight freshmen for the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see. Okay, David. Okay. I'm gonna check that out because I think I got some people down there, but you just look your name just sound familiar of a David that I knew growing up. So I just wanted to make sure. But heard he likes a big ass left cheek. Now I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I just think, man, that we need to take a breath,
Yep.
reevaluate some things, man. Like I said, they're looking at people that can come in and make immediate strides. So let's just let them do their job, man. We just don't like the way it's going down because the way the season went, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
I text Legend. I said, man, I got to get on because I think a lot of this shit and everything, man, needs to be addressed. Yes, we're losing receivers. The receivers are pretty much the easiest thing to replace.
Yeah. They're would you consider them like the pawns on the chessboard?
Yes, because you can always, being a prior coach, man, I can always tell you it's easier to have a receiver run a route because a dig route, an X route, a 9 route, a zig route, a post corner, all those are the same damn thing, just might be a different variation in a different scheme.
Right.
So once you get the scheme down, the routes are the same. But it's harder teaching a defense how to cover 2, cover 3, or cover 1, man to man, zone flex, zone
Mm-hmm.
read. Those are 2 different things. So I think we're all just kind of pissed off that all these guys are leaving. But if you're going to get down to 105, somebody's going to have to leave. But you want
Yeah.
you want us to go get people. But if none leave, we can't go get none. Let's be honest.
That's
The
right.
only wideout that would have played in the bowl game was Hester. Everyone was injured. Well, I don't know. I think that Burks gonna play. I think Burks gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion.
Do you
Haven't
think
heard anything.
do you think
Have-
Burks do you think Burks is going to stay, or is he going to go in the portal?
I think he's gonna stay.
You think he is?
Why come here?
I'm
Why come to Oklahoma for 1 year and then you don't really do anything?
Well, that's true. That's true.
Now, I've been hearing a lot
But
of
I'm
things
still I'm
about.
still I'm still 50-50 on it though.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of things about the medical staff and this and that. Look, man, at the end of the day, I've been hearing Emmett Jones' name being thrown that he's the reason why everybody's not. Look, everybody's evaluated different.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hey, shorty, exactly.
Yep.
No one is immune to the portal. It happens
That's right.
everywhere. This is the new landscape of college football, brother.
That's right,
You
Scotty.
you preaching to the choir because everybody there's look, brother-in-laws on Clemson staff. They're even going through it, and they're in a bigger bowl game than we are, and they're going through it. I'm pretty sure Shorty can say Georgia going through it.
Yeah,
Everybody's ass got to get down to 105, regardless of who you are. There are no
exactly.
exceptions. They're not saying, "Oh well, y'all went 6-6, so y'all are the only ones that have to." No, every program has to do that. So I think you guys just need to chill out, man. But stay off the fucking media sites, man. That's crazy. Now, Williams Reneri, he's back in
Yeah.
the portal again.
Yeah.
Think he want to come here after what y'all said to his ass last year when he chose Missouri? That's what I'm
Well,
saying, man. You
here's
got to be careful what you say. These
mm-hmm.
kids listen, man. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Taco. I'm sorry.
And if I remember right, last year when we was recruiting Nawari, I I don't know how true this is. I just caught some scuttlebutt out off of it. But had Nawari came to Oklahoma, we would have lost Okoye. That's
Well,
the
here's the thing.
scuttlebutt. Huh?
We knew that this was about money last year, and now Missouri's saying that it was all about money. You cannot make this about money. If you make it about money, you're gonna be like, what's the kid from Bear Alexander? You're gonna be going from this program and that program with your hand out, trying to get the biggest bag. It's not gonna get you any closer to the NFL any sooner. And when you get to the NFL, nobody's gonna pick you because they know that you're about the bag. So, hey man, Mike, who is leaving? Well, Farouk is already gone. He entered the portal today. Hicks is in the portal. JJ Hester went in the portal today. Uh, only one who has not is Andrell Anthony and Deion Burks. Those are the only two that have not went into the portal that were going to be key factors and everything in this season this year. So all I just wanted to get on here to say, man, is that I think we just need to chill out a little bit. We got to get down to 105. We got to go get key and great receivers that Arbuckle won for his system. Let that man go get who he wants so we can turn this program around. OU's never been known to have problems on offense. It's always been defense. Now the defense is pretty much fixed because I think Zach Alley has that heading in the right direction. But let's chill out. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him go get his people. Any news on the Washington State quarterback? No, he's still playing in the game, but I think he might pull a Caleb Williams when Caleb played for Bob Stoops at one time against Oregon, and then he played in the bowl game. Everybody thought he was coming back, and then he went in the portal the next day and went to USC. It's kind of hard for a two-star to go to a program like Washington State. The coach believe in him. Coach give him a shot. He wins the starting job and does so well that the OC gets a job somewhere else at a more I don't know, I'm not gonna say that at a blue blood like Oklahoma. You don't think that he's coming with him? Now, to come with him is easy, but don't just come give him the spot. We tried that shit this year with Jackson Arnold. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him come in and fight with Michael Hawkins. If he beats Michael out, hey, it is what it is. But let's stop giving people shots and excuse me, slots here in Oklahoma. You come here and you earn that shit. Yeah, yeah. And yep, Clemson's in the playoff, and they're going through it too. Yes, they're going through it. Let me see what Student Legend said. Oh, I think he might have jumped out for a few minutes, or his internet might be acting up again. But hey, man, I think that we're gonna be fine, guys. Let's get through this bowl game. Then after the bowl game, we'll do our assessments on who we should go for, who we might get. There are some key receivers out there, man, that we can go get that they're looking at right now. I like the kid and everything, man, from Georgia Tech, Singleton. I like him. Uh, Twitchy, quick, great hands, explosive. We need guys like that. I do like the kid from Miami, Ohio. We got to stop looking at where they come from, because there are a lot of dogs out there that didn't get the opportunity to go to a Power Five. That may be due to grades, due to a situation, due to whatever. There's dogs out there in hidden somewhere. You just got to go out there and find them. So stop thinking that they got to come from a Power Five. All right. Now, because anything come from a Power Five, it's going to be hard for you to get them because you got to pay for them. All right. Well, Wazoo can throw a bag at him, but Wazoo cannot throw more money than Oklahoma can throw at him. I mean, I get that. There's only two schools in the Pac-12 where he's at, so that's a dying conference. So I don't know if he wants to stay there or not. I don't know if he wants to be there or not, because what are you going to attach your program? What program is going to attach themselves to two teams that were left for dead in the Pac-12? So now you got to play down to lesser opponents. You want to get your ass in the Power Five, and if you can go to the SEC, you want to go to the SEC with the same coach that his offense already. So let's just chill out. Let me see. Yeah. Well, on sadder news, I can go ahead and tell you that from what I'm hearing, that my nephew won't be coming there, that I know of. Don't know all the stipulations and everything that was implemented there, but I know that um, what we've normally done is not what we're doing now. So there are some things that have been changed, that has changed in the scenic of him looking at schools, that is turning some programs off. Phone calls are not being answered, things like that. So at this point in time right now, I really can't tell you guys where he might end up. So I really don't know. When I find out, I'll be sure and let you guys know. Uh, yeah, yeah, chicken. That's who we talking about. Yep. So all thing I can say right now, man, is that I know for a fact that it's not Oklahoma at this moment. Could come back around. I don't know, but there are still some more schools and everything that he's going to visit. We just got to wait and see how things turn out. So we only have two receivers left. We have two. Well, no, we have more scholarship players left. We just have. I think we have six left for the bowl game. You good, big man?
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm fixing to take a shotgun to my damn internet router.
Hey, man, it happens. It happens. You have to get one of those Hawks. I think that Hawk and everything, man, is one of the best routers to have out in the country. Is the Hawk? I'll send you what I used to have when I lived out in the country, man, and I never had a problem, never dropped any service or anything. So
I'm
I think.
thinking about I'm thinking about going to that Elon Musk Starlink.
Oh, he has a Starlink.
Hmm.
I didn't even know.
So what
Uh,
did I miss, Coach?
Hold on. Goodbye, Sugarfoot and Pretty Nikki. I refuse to talk about two guys like they built this program. No love lost. Well, I was just letting them know and everything, man, that I know for a fact that we're not getting JJ.
JJ.
Uh,
Oh,
I think there's some things have been done that is not precedent to what we've always done in the past. So I think some more family members have gotten involved, and now it's all about NIL incentive. So
Ah,
it's an unfortunate thing, but like I said, until we find out for sure, I'm just removing myself from that situation. Uh, you know, I did my part, so I'm just going to now wait and see what things go and how things, where things are. It is what it is. All right, yeah, chicken. All right, what we got? I don't think the sign. I don't think he's gonna leave. I think he just injured, but I don't know. I really don't know. Get some Mark Clayton, Sterling Shepard type wide receivers, tall, lanky receivers, look good in paper, but they don't. Well, that's what I'm saying. That might be Arbuckle's type of guys.
mm-hmm.
Arbuckle's type of guys that he's had are your 6'1", 6'2", a little bit physical. Your
Yep.
204 or 25 pound, 190, 198. So he likes those type of receivers. So maybe he's getting rid of the guys and then bringing in who he wants to bring in. So we have to let him do his thing first.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I don't think Deshaun's leaving. I don't think he's leaving.
Nah,
I really don't. If
I
if
don't either,
Mateer
Coach.
into the portal, it'll be real late. We might have to find a QB earlier. Well, here's the thing, guys. Look, I'm going to tell you this, and this is honest God true. If I'm an OC that I've had a quarterback in my system, and 9 times out of 10, when the OC leave and the quarterback enter the portal, that quarterback's going with that OC. Now, I'm pretty sure that Ben has talked to Mateer. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure they've had a conversation since then.
Yeah,
There is no way that John Mateer does not know. I mean, excuse me. There's no reason. There's no way that Arbuckle doesn't know where John Mateer is going. He knows.
exactly.
He knows.
And
So,
and I found out that Washington is throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at him to get him to stay.
well, they can throw everything they want to, but they can't come close to Oklahoma.
No, no,
Now, this might be true too, T Boomer. BV is cleaning house. He wants. I mean, hey, you. Yes, David. Yep, yep. That was my nephew. He ain't coming. He's not coming.
but
Wish he
I
wish he
like
was.
what,
Go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead.
I like what T Boomer said that BB's cleaning house too. You know, he needs a fresh start.
Is he really cleaning house, or is he just saying that? I mean, when you do an evaluation on your job, if there's nobody that's not doing anything, if you're not doing anything, why keep you around if you're not doing anything?
Exactly.
If, if you're not benefiting, if you're not giving forth an effort to progress and make us better. I mean,
Right.
why keep that spot? Why give you that spot when I can give it to somebody else? And we keep saying we want dogs. Well, we can't go get dogs if we still got people that have that scholarship.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
we'll see.
I'm
Uh,
excuse me. I'm going to trust the process on this. I all I am is a podcaster and a fan of OU. I'm not paid to make those decisions. So I'm going to trust what BV and Emmett Jones, Zach Alley, the coaching staff, I'm going to trust their process on this.
yeah. Hey. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Legend. Hey. Hey.
No,
Hey.
I tell you what, it people don't understand living in the country that it's like living in Hooterville. You got to climb on top of the telephone pole to get any kind of a signal, and it sucks because I was cooking with you before my internet shut down, and when that happens, I always seem to lose my flow. But when you live in the country, um, it is what it is with my internet. I mean,
I,
I'm on I'm on HughesNet. That's all I can get out here.
Oh, chicken. What's that? Coach Ricks. Wazoo can offer one thing Oklahoma can't. What's that? Thank you, Michael. Yeah. Hey, that was all made possible because of Mr. Dent.
Mm-hmm.
That because I just happened to overhear him and Jason talking about it when I was at work. And once you say UAPB, I'm from that area, so I know exactly. I was like, it's only two big receivers there, and JJ was one of them. So I was trying to figure out what was going on and everything, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm just removing myself from it, man, because I was hot last night and I was cursing, and Jason was thought I was going crazy. He was like, "Man, you gotta let yourself go from that." So I just removed myself from it because I haven't talked to him in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't answer my phone call, I know it's a problem. So I just said, "Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. I'll just stay over here in the corner and don't even worry about nothing no more." But I think
Yeah.
that Arbuckle is weeding out and going to a fresh. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're telling me that I got to come in and I got to make sure that I do it right, or you might not be here, or I might not be here, that's a lot to ask a guy to come in and try out for a year. Because if we're going off what everybody's telling us that this is Brent's last year to prove it, hey, he said, okay, well, shit, I got to get rid of all your receivers and go get my own receivers.
Yeah.
He might have said that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We
Uh,
we don't know. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. That's what I'm saying. These jacklegs need to stay off of Twitter for a while.
I don't think that excuse me, Wazoo can offer starting quarterback because even if Mateer comes here, he might not win it. We don't know what Michael Hawkins looks like with a real OC or a quarterbacks
What
coach.
does what what
We don't know.
what does Wazoo have that OU don't?
He said a starting quarterback. They can offer a starting quarterback. I don't think. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. I think that we're really not giving Michael Hawkins a chance because he's never really had an
Exactly.
OC. I mean, come on, man. I can call OC for a middle school and for high school, but to have me come in there and call an offensive strategy or scheme for a college, I could do it, but it would be so damn stressful
You
because,
think you're bald headed now? Let you get into that OC position at college.
man, look, I refuse to do that. And I just heard that my old football coach is going back into coaching,
Really?
Mr. Bill Blankenship.
Oh wow,
Yeah, he's going back to coaching.
that's cool.
So he's going back to Owasso.
Well, we and another one we lost in the portal coach is Seatbelt Vickers.
I know, man. But we were so deep on the D-back side. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like that whole Jaden Rowe thing. It did not surprise me one bit when Jaden announced he was going in the portal because he's been injured and he really what you're saying, Coach. The
yeah,
best ability is availability.
always. Look, man. Oh, that reminds me, dude. No, I didn't play at Union. Coach Bill Blankenship was my coach when I was at Sparrow, Oklahoma, when I was like in the 8th and 9th grade. Yeah, so he was my old coach back then, back in those stomping days. So we go way back. And then once he retired, Coach Bunch, he took over as a Sparrow High School coach. And now my cousin Josh Walker, who is now royalty at Sparrow, he's the D-back coach. So
Oh
Sparrow is
wow.
like the old stomping ground. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, you knew him at Seminole? Yeah, he been everywhere. He been everywhere. So, but anyway, back on track. I think that we're going to be okay for the ball game.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that all we have to do is go in there and do our job. Don't try to go in and do anything special. I think with Jacob, I think with who else we got? Oh yeah, Michael. Spiral, big time talent. Yeah, buddy. Chris Massey went to Oklahoma State. Anthony Eubanks went to Arkansas. I went to UCA. There's some more people that went to Tennessee. There was a few. Uh, Tyler Perry right now. He went to Kansas State. He is now also playing for the Toronto Raptors. So there's a lot of talent that came out of Spiral, and of course, Ryan Franklin. He pitched for the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, and I think he's now
Rodney
on
Show.
their. Yep. Hey, Henry Burst is out of Spiral. He is the all-time Hall of Fame. He is a Hall of Famer from the Canadian League. So Spiral's always been a stomping ground, man. So that's
Mm-hmm.
cool. Stutzman opt out of bowl. Well, I mean,
I haven't. I wouldn't. I think he is.
you can't blame him. I mean, these guys have
No.
already done everything. Season is pretty much all over. We're just doing extra practices now for next year, so it won't benefit him none.
Yeah, because we're not playing in a college football playoff. We're not playing in a national championship. There's no reason for these seniors to
Yeah.
play this final bowl.
Hey, man, I just want him to I just want him, man, to take care of himself. This
Yeah.
man is giving everything to Oklahoma, him and Billy, and even Woody, man. We ride Woody so hard, man. But these guys are giving everything to this program. And,
Ethan
yes,
Downs.
Vickers wanted to leave a long time ago. Yeah, I think his parents made him stay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know, Michael, man. I'm being honest. I don't know. We don't know who we might get in the portal. See what I'm saying? Ben might come here and start running the program and see what Michael can do, and he'd be like, "Oh shit,"
I can
because
work with this.
we don't know what Michael really can do.
He's never been
Somebody
with a quality OC or quarterback coach.
somebody had it. Here it is. Here it is right here. Hawkins is a dog. Both QBs got a bad draw. That's on BB, and it really is. But I found out today. Well, I kind of knew. BB didn't want to hire Seth.
Mm-mm. Nope.
He didn't want to hire Seth. I have to go check and make sure. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. So yes, he did not want to hire Seth, but he took the blame. So I don't know, man. We'll have to just wait and see and see how everything's going. But Nick's
Yep.
gonna be somewhere. Nick's gonna go somewhere, man, and do what Nick needs to. I think Nick might go to either Florida or Nick might go to Oregon.
It said
And
LSU, Florida, and another.
well, this is what
Yes,
I
it
think
was a
what it is.
Josie.
Well, I said that, but this is what I think it was. I think it was a board of directors, a board of regents thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
easier to just promote someone that you already paying than try to go and do a search for a real OC, and it takes money out of what you got for the program. So if you got somebody that has the resume of being an OC and a head coach, why not just promote him? I think that was the shittiest thing that we could have done. We always
Yep.
keep taking the easy way out on some of this shit, and it keeps coming back to bite us in the ass.
Yep. And it's biting us in the ass with Joe John too.
Well, I think Joe John's going to Purdue.
Oh, you really do?
I think he's going.
Okay.
No, T Boomer. Once he decides where he wants to go, I'm going to tell it all. I'll get back on here and I'll let you know what I've heard and what took place. I can tell you.
The
I can say
Coach
that.
Rick's National Enquirer tell all.
Well, it just pisses me off, man. It's because I only want to help. I don't.
Right.
it's never going to benefit me none whatsoever for anybody. And I've put plenty of kids in high school and plenty of kids in college, and I've never once asked for anything in return, but just to say, hey, someone did it for me when I was growing up. Some guy took, I ain't gonna say pity, but some guy saw talent in me and wanted to make sure that I was good, make sure I had kicks, make sure I had shoes, make sure I had, the clothes, the bags, anything that I needed that would make me have less stress on being on the field, being on the basketball court. Are you grades good? How, get me a tutor. So I want to give that back to somebody. So when I help kids, I don't do that shit for me. I don't lose sleep and wake up 3 or 4 in the morning and got to go get somebody because they, something happened. I don't do that shit for money. I do it because I care. And
Exactly, coach.
to not even answer my phone call pisses me off more than you know. Cause me and Mr. Dent did that. It wasn't nobody else.
Yeah.
We did that right on Jason's show. So
Sure
we made
did.
that happen. So I'm not upset, but I'm just saying when programs call you, you got to answer that phone call.
Yeah.
You can't duck those phone calls because of X, Y, and Z. Or
Mm-hmm.
they didn't this or this or this, yada 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 yada. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'll come back later on and everything. We'll talk about that later on and everything. But as of right now, nah, I don't think he's going to OU. His mindset and the things that he want is not lining up with what Oklahoma needs. So
Right.
just like that. Let's see. Follow point to Joe John. Yeah, I think he's going to. They really want him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Odom really wants him, so I think he's going to go.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. If BV said, "Hey, Ben, I need for you to get these guys ready for the bowl game," Joe John, I'm gonna let you go right now. I wouldn't be mad about that.
I wouldn't. I'd be doing a happy dance. I've seen about enough of Joe John Finley in one season that I can stomach.
I just think, man, that you can't play OC.
Mm-mm.
That is really a hard job to call if you don't have the feel for it. If you don't have the feel for
Exactly.
being OC, it's hard, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I've lost plenty of
Oh, I
sleep
know it's hard, coach.
staying up trying to make sure I got the right X's and O's. I'll call a play, and soon when I call it, I'm pissed off at myself because I call it.
Exactly.
So we're all right. We're okay.
You got basically to be an offensive coordinator, you got to be part magician, and
Hey, Stephen G, you're right. There's 102 people in here. Damn. Please hit the like and subscribe button on both of us. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please come over here and support your boy, man. I just now realized, man, I got 142 subscribers and I didn't even know it. Because I don't
how
check
many
every
you
day.
got, coach?
142.
Hey,
It was 124 last week, and I don't check that stuff. I just like to get on here, man, on your podcast, on Jason's, and just talk sports, man. That's what I love to do. I don't love
Yeah.
the analytics and the stats and the subscribers. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, man, because that lets me know that people love what I talk about, that
Yeah.
I'm hilarious at times, I'm meaningful, but everything I say, man, is passion and it's comes from my heart. I don't get
that's
on here,
how I
man,
am, coach.
and just talk about shit. I really mean this shit that I talk about. I love these kids.
Exactly.
I love getting out here talking about strategizing and doing things. But at the end of the day, it's all life lessons.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Bishop Frank said he's here.
my channel, it hit a milestone early this morning. I don't have to worry about public view hours anymore now.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
I mean, let me get
Nope.
Bishop in here. He just said that
Okay.
he's in. Let me get him. I could have swore I sent him a link, but I guess I didn't.
And
Let
y'all
me get.
excuse me, I'm outside
Oh, there he is.
decapitating a lung
There he is.
Excuse me, I'm outside DJing.
What's going on, bud?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Sitting up here trying to get everybody to calm down with all these guys entering the portal.
What's going on?
Yeah, I had to turn off TV. My apologies.
You good. You good. You good. So how's everything going your way?
Whew. Glad to be off. Glad to be off.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. So let's chop it up. What's good? What's on the menu today?
I'm gonna see what Kimberly Key said. Coach Ricks, you know, before any athlete is accepted, all programs call the last coach. Based on the last interaction, the report may have been not being favorable. Thinking about your nephew, coach. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Kimberly K, everything was positive.
Okay.
Everything was positive on that side. I'm just gonna say there's three sides. Okay. There's the coach that we used to play for. There's the team that you want to go to, and then there's your team of people that are in your corner. Now, when the team in your corner start dictating what everybody else does and what everybody else has to do, that's a bad move. That's a bad move. That I know of, three teams called me to try to get a hold of him. And when I can't get a hold of you, there's a problem. There's a problem. So
Most definitely.
And us three, we're not family. But if I call you, you always pick up. If you call me, I always pick up. If I call Legend, he always pick up. So, and like that time when Jason wasn't here, when everybody came on, Jason wasn't here, everybody was what? Worried. Everybody started calling. So
Yep.
when you shut that off, that village is gone. So now he don't have no village. He just have two people. I'll just leave it just like that. Two people making all the decisions now. So, hey guys, I'm gonna take this phone call. I'll be right back.
We got you.
Well, Bishop,
What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? What's your opinion of everything that went in about the portal? Farouk and Hester and Seatbelt and all the others.
Say what?
Farouk hit the portal. Hester and Seatbelt Vickers.
Okay. Hey, that's that season. Farouk is a huge loss, but I can. There's a lot behind the scenes that's playing on that, but at this point, I just go be great wherever you land up.
Go be great.
And it just might not be. They check things out, and hey, well, we don't know what the future holds. So, hey, we just keep moving forward. But hey, as much work as he has done, the door is always open if you want to come back. So,
yeah, that surprised me when Farouk hit. When I seen Farouk hit the portal, I panicked a minute. I texted my guy Jay.
Yeah.
At Unfair Sports, and he got me. He got me thinking right. So
yeah. Well, I understand. Nobody in this day and age, because of the new standard of 105, and then in the SEC, they even went better. They say only 85 scholarship. So the remainder can be on PWOs. So what it basically is saying is that the 85 scholarship, that means you're going to cut into a lot of scholarships because there's more, probably over 100 plus on scholarship at this time that they have to attend to.
Yeah.
So that's what we're getting to, and I understand that's why I know Jay keeps saying it. Just be patient and understand There's going to be some surprises along the way, but understand it's not just our team. There's teams losing people that they probably was like, man, they were not ready to lose.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, hey,
So
well, that was a good phone call.
good.
Finally got an answer. There's 2 more teams in the mix now.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So hold on, Deshaun in the portal. What? I got to see that. I got to see that because I don't know about that. There's been a lot of trolling today, man. So I've heard a lot of other people, and then come to find out that they're not. So I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm one of those that, hey, I just let it fall where it may. And when the main guys start reporting, I know that it's went through the proper vetting. So it's true.
Well, Rob, I mean, I'd rather have a hard schedule. I think the SEC gave the Sooners a tough path and screwed the Longhorns in the championship. The SEC didn't want OU and Texas to make a splash. Holding calls. Well, like I said, you can call holding every time if you want to. I mean, you just gotta look at it from a different way. But I just think, man, that you can't sit there and say, "Oh well, I didn't get this call, so I'm not gonna give it all my effort. I'm just gonna sit here and say, oh well, they didn't call it. I'm just gonna whine about it." You just gotta play through that because there are gonna be some calls that you won't get,
Yeah.
and you still gotta
Exactly.
play. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's likely a troll on Deshaun a lot because I don't see him leaving. I don't see
Who's
him
this?
leaving. Deshaun McCullum.
Okay.
Deshaun McCall.
I don't see him leaving.
That's a little suspect until we hear further,
Well,
because he's highly entrenched in the defensive side.
Mm-hmm.
well, here's the thing. There's a lot. I don't even know if we can offer, William Nagari. I mean, it's Williams Winery. I can't even say his name right. Golly.
Yeah, Williams Laneri.
We can't even offer him because we're so deep.
Yeah.
And so that's why you're seeing what everybody that is in the in this time frame of this open portal is what they're having to do is do exit interviews and vet people and see without a doubt who they can let go and who they need to offer to come on board, to stay on board, excuse me.
Yeah, that's right, Bishop.
Until he hits it, I'm just gonna say, oh well. But I mean, like I say, man, I don't know how their assessments go. I don't know how they evaluate people, but
Yeah.
105 is a magical number.
Yeah.
So
With 85 for the SEC being scholarship. That's
Yeah.
the key, is that there's a mandate by SEC that only 85 scholarship. Now the remaining to get to 105 is PWOs. So
now here's the hard part. Are you going to? How hard will it be to have guys pay for their own education just to play football?
well, here's the background. The reason why they reworked everything on the NI front in they won Oklahoma, so a lot of those PWOs is getting some of that NIL money to sort of circumvent.
Mm-hmm. Where did Coach
So
Tricks go?
I don't know. I just looked up when you said it. I thought I was talking to him.
There he is.
There you go. No, yeah. But understand, it's the NFL model. So understand, everybody, even the PWOs, they're gonna get a certain percentage. It might not be as big as the mainstayers, but the key is now, if they are worthy to be a part of your PWO, you have seen that they're going to be viable for you on the field and to get
Hey,
to where
Coach,
you
I'm
want
going
to
to
go.
hop out and hop back in right quick.
Okay.
We
All
got
right.
you.
Yep. Well, I mean, I see that, but wouldn't it have been better for them to have that implemented for next season instead of trying to do it now?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. The thing is they, I believe, if I understood it correctly, they knew that this portal was going to be the major portal where a lot of teams were having to have that tough conversation. So you were going to get quality type of individuals that have experience
Gotcha.
in the portal.
I think Michael says it here. 2 revenue streams now: revenue share sharing next July,
Hmm.
and NIL. So that might be the
Right.
reason why they did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because see, Sharon is totally different from the NIL and the
Okay.
collective.
Well, hey man, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from this side of the fence. It's harder for me to look at it and say, "Hey, let's get this done now." I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting it done now. So
Right.
next season, we ain't got to worry about, okay, let's get it started now. Let's implement it right now during the off
Yeah.
season. And like I said, we've seen major improvements on the offense from year to year from teams.
Yeah.
It is much harder to learn the defense. So you see, you're not losing that many guys on defense.
Right.
And I can tell you guys, there are some Clemson players coming. That
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that's a given.
So
I
then see,
told Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, no.
No, you go.
I told Mr. Dent today, I know for a fact 8 Clemson guys wanted to come with BV when he left. But BV told them and their parents no. He would not take them.
Yeah.
And that was hard because like Mr. Dent said, that would have been an immediate impact on Oklahoma's defense
Yeah.
because those 8 guys have been with him for a whole 2 seasons. So those guys was ready to go with him.
Right.
But he said no because he didn't want to do
Yeah.
Dabo that way.
Yeah. And I understand the 105 has to be before they play their first game next year.
Yeah.
They have to all meet in the NCAA.
Yeah. Okay, Fatty Seven said the son is leaving. Well, like I said, man, I'll say,
Okay. Well,
like I say, man, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm being honest. I don't know. It's going to be a whole new landscape anyway next year, so I really don't know. So
I
I
really
know,
think in this day and age, we just have to sit tight and understand, there's going to be some people that you wouldn't think that would need to move, but understanding that if it's a possibility that we're super close to the 100 scholarships, how many would have to go in the portal just to get to 85.
well,
So,
here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Lincoln came in, he wasn't this cocky. He
mhm,
was confident, but
mhm.
I love how Arbuckle's coming in. He's coming in. He's cocky. We're going to do
He
this. We're
coming
going
in
to do
hot.
Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I see us doing this. So
Mhm.
here's my question to you guys, and maybe we can dig further into this. Do you think that he is okay in all of this? These guys leaving? Because I'm pretty sure if he wanted them to stay, he can convince them to stay. Correct?
I
Mm-hmm.
understand everybody does an exit interview. So, by the time they do go in the portal, they already have had their exit interview, and the coaching staff has a good idea of who is and who ain't.
Sooner to win, I beg to differ. we did damn good with this terrible offense that we had this year on the schedule. Like I said, we have two mop buckets, a squeegee, a broom, a mop, and a dustpan, and we still won a few games. So
and
what?
and had 4 flat tires.
Hey, we
Man,
know 2 flat.
We
Hey,
had 4 flat tires to go along.
forget that. We had 4 times with no rims. We just had donuts. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and we
we was-
still won some
yeah, we
games
was on-
against some competitive teams. So I think this team is going to be fine next year. I just think that we need to find an identity of what we're going to do on offense because the defense is good. I think Zach Alley has the defense on lockdown, and he's going to get better next year. He's only here for 1 year.
yeah.
He did that in 1 year, so he's going to get better. You got a young OC that came in that went next door and took that guy's wife and said, "I'm gonna make you my quarterback. Come on over here." I know that sounded stupid. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have said
no
that.
doubt. I hear you.
I shouldn't have said that.
I know at this point, after the type of season where you went from week to week, you're 17, 18, 19 starters down. And we were 18 when we went into Alabama week. And then we, I think, first quarter we lost Thompson
Yeah.
to the ankle deal.
Mhm.
So that's 19 viable starters out of the game. And yet, with an OC that was clonking around but stood its ground and thus stood on what it had planned to, and we found a way to beat Bama, almighty Bama. So there can be
Yeah.
greater wins, but understand they still got to do it, and they still got to be willing to put the work in to make sure we get it done. So
Hey,
that's where
Michael,
we're at.
I agree with that. To me, coach, the defense and specifically needs to spend a good amount of time on their pattern matching zone. It's a weakness. Well, we try to do a lot of man to man a lot, and we're not a man to man team. We are a
Right.
zone team.
Yeah.
So if we get
But
out of that,
the way it's going, I know Ali wants to be multiple defense like BB has always been, to where you can switch off from man to zone. And in this second year, he's going to really vet them to make sure that they can. And that's the importance of making sure once we get all the settle down of the who's going to actually be here, that's what's going to be of high priority. Iron sharpens iron.
yeah.
That he's going to do with his defense.
Well, I hope everything, man, works out the way it's supposed to, because like I was telling Legend earlier, man, some of these fans, man, on Twitter and on YouTube and on some of these sites are just going crazy, man. It just makes me I don't hardly ever get on Twitter or Instagram or Twitter or Instagram. I don't hardly get on those things, man, because it's very toxic to me, and I hate when people down. So I don't mind you talking about how they performed or how they played, but when you start
Right.
to attack them, their character, they're a P, they are a B, they're weak, they're this. How do you know
Yeah.
what this young man went through? How do you know? So that's
Yeah.
what I get upset about, man, when I hear a fan base attack somebody, because I don't mind you attacking me because I perform bad, but don't attack me in my character, telling me that I'm weak-minded, I can't
Yeah.
tolerate pain and all. You don't know what I can do and what I can't do. That's what bothers
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Now,
And that just goes back to that wanting to compare a certain standard to this standard, and knowing that they're two individuals and their characteristics might be different, and not everybody's pain tolerance is the same.
Exactly.
but that doesn't make them weak or anything. It means that you need to develop and you need to know each and every player and know their characteristic and know how to coach accordingly.
That's right.
Well, there are some people that are picking Navy to beat Oklahoma 50-3.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm
Wow.
saying. I know that we are a fan base that have seen a lot of good teams beat us and we beat ourselves, but 50-3 to Navy. This is what I want people to realize. Tulane, who we played this year,
Mm-hmm.
Tulane beat Navy 35-0.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care if we got two bad legs, a broke rib, broke neck, two missing fingers, no feet. We still can beat Navy.
Should be able
Well,
to.
we
Need to
should
put
be
in
able
the
to.
work to get it done.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me change that. We should be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, T Boomer, you ain't heard me preach yet, man. I do my thing sometimes, but I don't like to do it because I do my thing. If y'all would have heard me last night, I would have scared y'all. 'Cause I was hotter than
Was you
fish
bringing the
grease, boy.
brimstone coach?
Hey, boy, look, I was hotter than fish grease last night.
yeah.
I
No
I,
doubt.
I was so mad, I went to bed early.
Yeah. Hey, that's when you're really mad. You're like,
I just wanted to
"Oh,
go to
let me
bed
just-"
and get the day over with. I was that hot, man. I went to
yeah.
bed at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you
I
know I was
definitely
mad.
understand that.
So, but anyway, um, if we get through this bowl game and we reevaluate all the talent and we reevaluate the coaching staff, because I still believe some of the coaching staff was going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did hear, I don't know how true it is, that if Joe John leaves, he wants to take DeMarco with him.
Bye, Felicia.
The guys, I just heard it. I'm not saying it's etched in stone. I'm just saying is that I think I think that Joe John, because Odom is from Oklahoma. Well, he played
Mm-hmm.
it. He played at Oklahoma. I ain't gonna say he's from
Yeah.
Oklahoma, but I believe he is from Oklahoma too.
Yeah.
He wants those OU ties to come to Purdue and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing: if we think that if Joe John leaves and DeMarco leaves, do we lose any other players to Purdue?
Then they need to vet Devon Mitchell.
You think we might lose Devon?
No, they need to vet him, make sure that he's not just here for his coach.
Oh no.
Yeah. See, that's what I can't understand. I mean, I look at it. Here's the way I look at when we bring a recruit in. We're bringing you in because of this coach, but the one thing we're bringing you in as is, by God, this is Oklahoma. We have standards here, and if you want to leave because your coach leaves, bye, Felicia. Didn't need you anyway. You don't. You're not sooner born, sooner bred, sooner until you're dead. So,
I know you mad.
at what
You couldn't even
point?
get it all out.
Go ahead and get it out. Go ahead, Mike.
I
At
know
Go
what
you were
ahead.
mad.
point? At what point do we keep a piece of shit coach on our staff because he's brought in players that can't coach them up to begin with?
No, I gave you
Have
the
we
lay of the
had an
lake.
elite running back at this university?
Yeah.
Fact. Go on. I know you got to get it out.
Yeah. Well, he
But
been holding in for a
I'm just
while.
one of those. I'm a realist. Hey, if that's the case, then we
I'm
need to
just
make sure
I'm
that
just sick.
because Devon came because of him. So I just wanted you to know.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know. I mean,
yeah. I'm not throwing shade at you or Bishop, Coach.
Oh
I'm just
no, you're not.
if I go to
Mm.
OU, if I'm a recruit, yeah, you recruited me, but I'm coming to OU because I know what brand OU is. I'm not coming for you yeah, your coaching did it for me, but I'm going because I'm looking, if I'm a running back, I'm looking at the greats that is coming through this program. Greg Pruitt, Billy Sims, Joe Washington. I could go on and on. I'm coming because OU is OU, and by God, we set the standards for all of college football. I'm done.
And I wish everybody thought that way, Mike. Really
Everybody
did.
doesn't. Everybody, the old days of how people perceive certain colleges has changed.
Has changed.
Everybody,
Mhm.
and we talked about it today privately, me and some other coaches and everything, is that
Mhm.
not just my nephew, but other coaches have had players and teammates and former players get evaluated, and they're like, their structure is wrong. What they should be thinking about and focusing on is
There you
this,
go.
not focusing and thinking about that. If I am a if I am a football player in today's time and I know my worth, I give my agent a number. This is what I would like for, not for me, but for my mom and for my dad, because that is very, man. Look, we can sit here and talk about anything we want to talk about. There is nothing more sexier, nothing more proud, nothing more committed than a man that can go and buy his mother a house. I don't care how you look at it.
That's true. That's true.
That's the
Coach.
first thing anybody, you ask anybody, the first thing when you get some money to where it's enough money to where you can do some damage, you take care of moms. Always. Now, here's the point that I was making to somebody today. There's a lot of single moms out there. So when I am the head of the when I'm the head of the household, and mom's is the only one, mom's playing dad and mom, she's mom and dad, I got to take care of her. So I might not be making the best decision that I need to make. I'm making the decision that I have to make.
Yeah.
So let's not get this twisted when we talk about these kids, man, because I'm being honest.
I
If I made
apologize
enough
about
money,
I apologize about my rant.
oh no.
No, don't apologize.
It's okay. What I'm saying is that when we all get to a point to where we can take care of our mothers and fathers, that's what we do. We take care of ourselves last. What I'm saying is there's a lot of single moms. There's not enough.
That's right.
There's not enough both parents working at this to make sure that, hey, my child is taken care of. I had a mom. She called me and said, hey, I don't know how to do a contract. I said, well, I know a guy who done my girls. So y'all get a hold of him. And the simplest thing, man, is getting educated on what your son is, what he has now. Because not only is your friends hands out, his friends hands out, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, the IRS have their hands out.
That's why
they get theirs first.
Yep.
And they get theirs first.
You got free.
So I want everybody to see this, man.
You get friends and family coming out of the woodwork.
Man, look, trust me. But I'm sorry. So, that's what I wanted to say. Times have changed. Yes, T-Boomer. Times have changed. The kids these days disrespect their parents more than they disrespect the coaches. They're yelling in their face. Well, that's another story because we'll be on that forever.
Yeah. We'll leave it. We'll put a pin in that one.
The day that I go to a store and I got to put a leash on my kid is a day, boy. Look, my daddy said one time, keep your ass right there. Let me move if I want to. But we've gotten so far away from all of the things, man, that it took for us to be what we are right now, man. That old saying, it takes a village to raise these people and kids and everything. We're letting money and things get involved in that.
Well, and to piggyback off of that, coach, that's why right now the soul mission is highly important to when I say vetting, is making sure they step up on their part and make sure they give a report to the coaches of where the kids are at, because they're constantly mentoring them throughout the entire season, so they should have an idea of where they're leaning to. So that's why I say the soul mission is going to become more and more part of important, because understand they are the link to the parents and the kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, I'm just telling you, man. I see it all the time. I see
Yeah,
it all the time, man. Is that I just don't. I'm. We were all raised different. Is that we didn't have to do all that. If our mother, we all got that speech when we get in the store.
Don't
What?
look at nothing. You don't want nothing.
I'm having
And
flashbacks. Stop.
yeah, you're giving me PTSD, coach.
I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all, man.
No doubt. No ifs. No
Okay.
ifs.
Well, anyway. Well, I just wanted to get on here, man, with you guys, man. I'm gonna get off now, man. The wife came home and she has dinner, and we always eat together. So,
All
uh,
right.
but man, everybody, just calm down. I think that we're
Yeah,
heading in the right direction. It's something that we've never done before. That's why it's so alarming.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and and hold on. What do you say, Coach? Are you from Louisiana? With that Saints with them? No, man. I got a cousin that plays for him, and I get all the swag. I get all the
Coach the
stuff.
swag. You
Swagger,
get the
swag.
drip. Coach
That's
gets
what the
the
kids.
drip.
Oh, they call it drip now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's drip.
drip.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
you get the drip.
Yeah, man. I get that stuff, man.
Yeah.
But
Swaggy
no,
drip.
guys, man. Thank you guys for coming on, man. Any
Hey,
closing
anytime.
Oh,
words? What you guys want to talk about, man? About losing Farouk or JJ Hester?
trust the
Yeah,
process.
just the process,
Yeah.
guys. We we knew this going into the season or going into the portal that we was gonna, and so is is losing Farouk and Anderson heartbreaking to me? Yes, but I wish these players the best. But better things is, guys. This is just the cover. Better things are going to happen.
Absolutely. And what I'll piggyback off of Doc Holliday is just understand when we go through a fire test, it's because we're ready. That we're making sure we let go of what we used to have and bring on what's our greater. So just trust the process and hold the line. And it's going to be tough because there's going to be some players we really fell in love with, but they got to
Mhm.
make the best decision for them and their family. And we
And
just
I'm
want them
going
to
to
go be great.
I'm going to leave this one last thought with you and Coach Ricks.
Yeah.
Now you go get Sebastian Jr. and Concepcion.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, this is a good statement, Jimmy, because that's been on the radio all day back home.
Hogs,
Oh,
Hogs are losing
dude,
a
they've
lot of players.
they've had at least 8 or 9 into the portal today,
Yeah.
so they getting it too. Everybody's getting
Hmm.
it. You're just not hearing about it.
Everybody's getting it. Georgia's lost some quality players off their team so far,
So hey, it is what it
And they're
is.
still in the fight.
and they're still in the fight.
They throwing uppercuts and body blows and everything, man. And here we are over here crying about losing some guys, man, that's been hurt all season anyway.
Exactly.
So
So, like Bishop says, oh, there you go, Craig. UGA lost 5.
Yeah,
Now
they lost 5.
they should be crying because when they lose 5, they 5 stars or 4 stars.
Yeah.
facts.
So, all right, guys.
And
Well, I'm gonna
ain't
get up.
Alabama
All
hit?
right, then.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
get off here and hope that everybody gets to have a nice evening. I'll be back on here Thursday, man, with you boys on here doing our
Facts.
little. Now this Thursday, we're gonna do a preview of the Navy Oklahoma game because hopefully by then we'll know who in the hell playing.
That's the
Hey,
that's
Coach,
the plan.
before we get off here, Dow Poets, he just now came in here. He wants to know who did we lose today.
We lost JJ Hester. We lost Farouk. We lost JJ Hester, Farouk. We lost
Seatbelt Vickers.
we also lost Vickers. We lost Vickers, and then we lost Hicks.
Bates.
So yeah, Bates. So we lost the guys. What I'm going to do and everything, probably Thursday when we come back in here to do the preview, we'll have a list of everybody that has entered the portal. Hopefully by then we can put it to rest and everything, because we would have been moved on and get ready for the bowl game, because the bowl game is the following week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
the 27th, correct?
Yeah, we got 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got 2
All
more
right.
weeks. So
Same old, same old. But guys,
Well,
you guys
have
take
a
care.
great afternoon, and you enjoy your dinner.
Oh
Coach
man, you
Rex.
know
You
how
too.
we do it. I got Jersey Mike's, so I'm going out.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Y'all have a good one, man. Stay blessed. Love you guys,
You
man.
too.
I'll check you guys later, man.
love you too,
All right,
Coach.
All right, man. Coach Rick's out, but y'all have a good one.